The philosophy of Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and Rome, offers a profound framework for navigating the complexities of life with wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. While many are familiar with its core tenets, truly embodying a Stoic mindset involves consistent practices that often set a Stoic person apart. These aren't grand dramatic gestures, but subtle yet powerful habits that, when cultivated, transform one's experience of the world. From their unwavering focus on what they can control to their unique relationship with adversity, Stoics approach life with a clarity and calm that can seem almost otherworldly to those unfamiliar with their path. This isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming apathetic. Rather, it's about mastering them, understanding their impermanence, and choosing a response that aligns with one's highest values. It's a journey of self-discovery and discipline, a continuous refinement of character that leads to a life of purpose and tranquility. As we delve into the 7 things a Stoic person consistently practices, we invite you to explore this ancient wisdom and consider how it might illuminate your own journey. Subscribe so we don't lose each other on this path of Stoic clarity. A Stoic person always distinguishes between what is within their control and what is outside of it, a fundamental practice that underpins all other Stoic wisdom. This isn't just an intellectual exercise. It's a daily, lived philosophy. While others might fret endlessly about external circumstances, the weather, the economy, other people's opinions, or unforeseen delays, a Stoic meticulously directs their energy and attention solely towards their own thoughts, judgments, actions, and reactions. They understand that while they cannot dictate events, they possess absolute sovereignty over how they interpret and respond to them. For instance, if caught in a traffic jam, a non-Stoic might seethe with frustration, feeling powerless and robbed of their time. A Stoic, however, recognizes that the traffic itself is an external, uncontrollable event. Their focus shifts inward. Can I use this time to listen to an educational podcast? Can I practice mindfulness? Can I simply accept the delay with patience? This distinction isn't about passive resignation. It's about strategic allocation of mental and emotional resources. By letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable, a Stoic frees up immense psychological energy that others often waste in worry and anxiety, channeling it instead into areas where genuine influence can be exerted, thereby cultivating a profound sense of inner freedom and effectiveness. Another hallmark of a Stoic individual is their embrace of adversity as an opportunity for growth rather than a cause for despair. Where others might crumble or complain in the face of challenges, a Stoic sees each obstacle as a perfectly tailored training ground for resilience, virtue, and wisdom. They don't just tolerate difficulty, they actively seek to learn from it, much like an athlete welcomes rigorous training to strengthen their muscles. Consider a significant personal setback, like the loss of a job. A non-Stoic might be consumed by anger, self-pity, or fear, viewing it as an unmitigated disaster. A Stoic, applying the principle of amor fati, love of fate, would confront the situation head-on, not with false cheerfulness, but with a calm acceptance of reality. They would then immediately turn their attention to what can be done, updating their resume, networking, or perhaps even seeing it as a chance to pivot into a new career path they hadn't considered. They understand that comfort is often the enemy of progress, and that true strength is forged in the fires of tribulation. This isn't to say Stoics don't feel pain or disappointment, but their distinctive practice lies in how swiftly they move from initial reaction to purposeful, virtuous action, transforming potential suffering into a catalyst for self-improvement and demonstrating a profound trust in the unfolding of life. A Stoic person consistently practices premeditation of evils, or premeditatio malorum, a stark contrast to the common tendency to avoid thinking about potential misfortunes. While many prefer to maintain a perpetually optimistic outlook, often to their detriment when adversity inevitably strikes, a Stoic deliberately contemplates worst-case scenarios. This isn't a morbid obsession. Rather, it's a powerful psychological exercise designed to inoculate oneself against the shock and emotional upheaval that often accompanies unexpected hardship. By mentally rehearsing the loss of loved ones, financial ruin, illness, or public humiliation, a Stoic prepares their mind and heart. When these events, or lesser versions of them, actually occur, they are not caught off guard. Instead of being overwhelmed by fear or despair, they can meet the situation with a measure of calm and reasoned judgment, having already considered their response. This practice strips misfortune of much of its power, allowing the Stoic to develop a robust inner fortress that can withstand life's inevitable blows. It's about being prepared, not paranoid, and cultivating a deep understanding that life is inherently uncertain, thereby fostering a greater appreciation for the good times and a more robust capacity to endure the bad. Unlike many who are driven by external validation or societal expectations, a Stoic person lives according to their own internal moral compass, prioritizing virtue above all else. They understand that true happiness and fulfillment come not from acquiring wealth, fame, or pleasure, but from living a life aligned with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. While others might chase fleeting trends or make decisions based on what will garner approval, a Stoic meticulously examines their actions against their own deeply held principles. They ask themselves, is this choice honorable? Is it fair? Does it demonstrate resilience? This isn't about rigid adherence to dogma, but a continuous effort to embody their ideal self. For example, if faced with an opportunity to gain personal advantage through dishonest means, a non-Stoic might rationalize the act, fearing the potential loss if they don't seize it. A Stoic, however, would unequivocally reject such a path, understanding that compromising their integrity, even for a perceived gain, is a far greater loss to their character and inner peace. This unwavering commitment to virtue, often in the face of external pressures, is a defining characteristic, leading to an authentic and deeply satisfying existence rooted in self-respect and moral clarity. A Stoic person practices mindful detachment from external things, understanding that true peace is not found in possessing more, but in desiring less and appreciating what they already have. While others are often caught in a relentless cycle of consumerism, constantly striving for the next acquisition, promotion, or experience to fill an internal void, a Stoic cultivates a deliberate indifference to these externals. This doesn't mean they reject worldly goods or experiences. Rather, they hold them lightly, recognizing their transient nature and their inability to provide lasting happiness. They might enjoy fine food or beautiful possessions, but they do not depend on them for their well-being. This practice is often misunderstood as asceticism, but it's fundamentally about freedom. By diminishing their emotional attachment to things that can be lost, broken, or taken away, a Stoic safeguard their inner tranquility. They regularly practice voluntary discomfort or negative visualization to remind themselves that they can cope with less, fostering a deep sense of gratitude for the basics and a robust resilience against material loss. This mindful detachment allows them to experience joy without clinging and endure loss without despair, leading to a profound and unshakable contentment that is independent of external circumstances. Unlike those who live primarily in the past, dwelling on regrets, or in the future, lost in anxieties, a Stoic person consistently practices living fully in the present moment. They understand that the past is unchangeable and the future is uncertain, and that the only arena where true life unfolds and virtue can be exercised is the here and now. While others might allow their minds to wander, consumed by what-ifs or if-onlys, a Stoic anchors themselves firmly in the current reality, giving their full attention to the task at hand, the conversation they are having, or the experience they are undergoing. This isn't a passive acceptance of the present, but an active engagement with it, recognizing its unique value and opportunity. For instance, when engaging in a simple daily task like washing dishes, a non-Stoic might be mentally planning their next meeting or replaying an argument. A Stoic, however, would endeavor to be fully present, noticing the warmth of the water, the feel of the soap, transforming a mundane chore into an opportunity for mindfulness. This disciplined focus on the present moment not only reduces anxiety and regret, but also enhances their ability to act effectively and deliberately, ensuring that they are truly living each moment rather than merely passing through it. Finally, a Stoic person consistently reflects on their mortality, a practice that, paradoxically, enriches their life rather than diminishing it. While many avoid contemplating death, viewing it as a morbid or frightening subject, A Stoic embraces memento mori, the reminder that they, like all things, are impermanent. This isn't about dwelling on the end with despair, but about using the finite nature of life as a powerful motivator to live virtuously and purposefully now. By regularly considering that any day could be their last, a Stoic gains a profound clarity about what truly matters. Petty grievances, trivial pursuits, and procrastination lose their grip when viewed through the lens of mortality. For example, a non-Stoic might endlessly postpone important conversations, creative projects, or acts of kindness, assuming there will always be more time. A Stoic, however, understands the preciousness of each moment and the urgency of living in accordance with their values. This awareness compels them to act with greater intention, to forgive more readily, to appreciate beauty more deeply, and to focus on contributions that have lasting meaning. Far from being depressing, this practice imbues life with a heightened sense of purpose and a profound gratitude for the gift of existence, allowing the Stoic to live more fully and authentically than those who shy away from life's ultimate truth.